The player receives an update from his representative.
Ladies and
Professor Johnson is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 51, Professor Johnson.
7th inning ready to roll, and that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle. It's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there.
Here we go.
Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center.
Oh, you. Ball.
Carroll has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. Striding in for Houston, Carlos Correa. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Hey, if you're able to blow a first pitch fastball by a guy, gotta believe that pitch is coming again right here.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. This is line to left. But this is right to him in left as he hardly has to move. Into the box now, Professor Johnson. He's newly entered into the ballgame, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. He's got it. Throw gets him, 2 down. Next to hit will be the pitcher, number 78. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
Now the 2-1.
Ball 3.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Fastball too low, and that's ball 4. Now at the plate, Harold Castro. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. No balls and 1 strike. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Fouled off.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
And another foul ball. De La Rosa leads off first with 1 away. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes. So 2 gone now in the Houston 8th. And up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. Pitch in the dirt, and that gets away. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. 1 run on 3 hits, 1 error so far for the Astros. Baez is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1 left. In is Christian Yelich, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point, but these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
1-2 for Christian Yelich.
1-2.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches. Anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. In now the power hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And there's ball 1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch of the at-bat.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the 2nd out.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
No balls and a strike to count. Barely able to make contact, down 0-2 now. Now this crowd right around 35,000 strong on their feet. Struck him out. Houston, good night. 11-1 at the end of this one. Washington put on a real offensive show with 11 runs on the board.
The final line score for the ballgame tonight. For the victorious Washington Nationals, 11 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on. Your attention, please. Now pitching for Washington, number 50.
Riding in once again, Gary Sanchez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. 0-1 the count. Now here's the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends. So coming to the plate, Yasel Antuna. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Now at the plate, David Peterson. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. A ball and no strikes. 7th inning here in a 5-1 ball game. Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike.
Fellas,
1-1. Here it comes. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th. Stepping up to the plate, Davis Ferreira. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike. Back up the middle. And that's through for a hit.
Hey guys, that's an excellent job right there. That's a back foot slider. Usually those are kryptonite for most batters, and he's able to fight it off, keep his hands inside the baseball, and deliver a base hit.
So now to the plate, Harold Castro. And he'll probably send it in the air out to center field. Carroll is under it, and he makes the catch for out number. Joe Hudson will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher.
He's proven to be an awfully reliable reliever this season. He wraps this one up and collects his 20th save of the year.
A major league pitching coach acknowledges a young newcomer on an early milestone accomplishment.
Professor Johnson is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
51, Professor Johnson.
All set for the start of the inning. Stepping into the box, Friendl Reyes. 0 for 2 for him to this point. 1 ball, no strikes to count.
Right fielder, number 33.
And that catches the outside edge, 1-1.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that. I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
And that's swung on and missed for strike 1.
Hey, you got one.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. And another foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. And there are 2 away now. Standing in, Francisco Mejia. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Behind 0-2 now. 6 runs, 6 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Joe Hudson is up off the bench as he'll be...
And everyone on the team can finally breathe a little bit easier tonight. They finally snapped that 8-game losing skid. Hopefully, they can get on a roll now.
Tonight. First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies. 1 run, 5 hits, no errors. They left. Now
Professor Johnson comes on to pitch here with 1 man gone in the top of the 7th.
Johnson.
In now, Daniel Vogelback. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
Up next for Philadelphia.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
In today's game, it's seeing so many guys strike out and not worry about it. I'd love to see a little 2-strike approach right here. Maybe shorten up a little bit and try and force feed something the other way.
He froze him on the fastball there. Daniel Vogelback goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Eloy Zepeda will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 3.
Hard on the ground towards short, and that's through, a base hit. Thomas blows through the stop sign, headed for home. Safe at the plate as the lead is cut to 4-2 now.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Row. Big, and I mean big, 2-out RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
Oh, no, he can't hold on to it. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
You know, D-Rose, sometimes one of your best friends are your own teammates right there. Good hustle from... Yeah, they showed a lot of grit to get the win here. They trailed by 4 runs, but never panicked. They just set about doing the little things that would get them back.
Professor Johnson is on his way into the ballgame now as he'll be making his 50th appearance of the year. And a fastball's in there for strike one.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number one.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. No hits to this point. In there at the knees, 0-2 now.
0-2 is the count.
Let's go.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen. He's set. Here it comes.
Up next for Philadelphia.
Late that time for a strike.
Man, that's 7 straight strikes to start this inning. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
2 down now, 2 down.
0-1 the count to Bryce Harper. Fouled away.
Put him away. Give him your
Nothing in
best
2
stuff.
count, and the pitch. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
This is skied into short left center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Phillies down in order, but they're up 1-0. One-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. The Washington Nationals came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. James McCaldy claimed. Professor Johnson gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief.
Number 51, Professor Johnson.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Into the box now, J.J. Bleday. He flew out at his last at-bat, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Stepping in, Anthony Santander, hoping to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Love the ability to push that ball the other way right there. Nice knock to the opposite field. That's a switch hitter's delight, the ability to use all parts.
Dom Thompson-Williams swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
Might have to change your game plan in the box right here. If he's going to pound away, might have to work the opposite field.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Dom Thompson-Williams becomes out number 2 this inning. No balls and 1 strike. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Has a look. Now the pitch. Grounded weakly to the left. Reined in. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Marlins leave 1, but they lead it 4-1. Bottom of the 6th inning now. Ready once again, Cooper Goldby. He's coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
Goldby.
Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
And that's the 2nd out. Standing in, Logan Davidson. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat. Right to him. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3. Joe Hudson will come on to pinch hit here in a big.
It seemed like everyone had a hand in this win, and that's usually the case when you win a game by 8 runs. Feels good to dominate a game like that.
11-3 the final score in this contest. The Miami Marlins took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end.
11 hits, 1 error. They left 6.
Professor Johnson comes on to start the home 10th, and he's just hoping to get this one into the 11th inning.
Professor Johnson.
Now to the plate, Connor Scott steps in to get the home side started here in the 10th. No balls and a strike to count.
Connor.
And he falls behind 0-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Johnson has tossed more than 60 innings on the year and has allowed just over 1 run per 9 innings, an ERA in the low 1s. Got him swinging on the fastball there. Brian Anderson becomes out number 2 this inning. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Man, that's 7 straight strikes to start this inning. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least 1 more. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ferrar Encarnacion. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the 2nd time today, he's gone on strikes. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Hey, if you're able to blow a first pitch fastball by a guy, gotta believe that pitch is coming again right here.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Wow, talk about being efficient. How about 6 pitches, 2 strikeouts? Doesn't get much better than that.
To the plate now, Justin Twine. As he takes a cold strike on the black, it's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Verdugo backing up on it. And he makes a nice catch on the Teddy bench. Will be called upon.
Well, it took about a game and a half to seal this deal, but they took the lead in the top of the 14th and hung on for the road win in the bottom of the 14th. That's a real team builder right there.
A 1-run game this afternoon, 3-2.
A manager checks in with his ball club.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Professor Johnson trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
Number 51, Professor Johnson.
Next for the Mets, Tony Walters. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. He's set. The 0-1. Grounded softly to the right. And not too shabby out of the pen. Takes just 2 pitches to get the ground ball.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common and pitching was really dominant. No complaints here.
New York Mets, 2 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 10.
Professor Johnson is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
51, Professor Johnson.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. Clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Here's the 0-2. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the 2nd time this afternoon.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job done so far.
And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. So 2 are gone in the Mets half of the 8th, and that'll bring up the versatile center fielder Manuel Margot. He's set. The 0-1. Heading out towards shallow right. Verdugo waits on it, and that ends the inning. Nothing across. Not a lot of runs put on the board in this one, but here's a guy that found a way to make a difference. He's the tops player of the game.
Yeah, he really...
Ladies and gentlemen,
Professor Johnson comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Number 51.
And it'll be the cleanup spot for the Padres. Willie Adames. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. The 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball called just a bit low.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
Swing and a chopper down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. This is foul right side. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
And in steps Manny Machado as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
1 out, nobody on. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
And up next will be Kelbert Ruiz as he'll look at a slider that runs in too far for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Hey, plays the 1. Here we go.
And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Hey, it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering, this is a good win for this team.
5-0 the final score today. The Nats jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back.
Washington Nationals, 5 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 6 men. Your attention,
Professor
please.
Johnson is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
51, Professor Johnson.
Now at the plate, Christian Lopes. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. 0-1 the count. Now here's the pitch. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the 2nd time this afternoon. Brandon Nimmo will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 10.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The average for him at .267 on the year. 2 home runs and 8 runs batted in. A ball and a strike now. A bouncer to the left side. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Richard Ward. He singled his last time up. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the 2nd time today, he's gone on strike. Corbin Carroll is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory and look on to the next one.
1-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. The Washington Nationals rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Lance.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Professor Johnson enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 51, Professor Johnson.
Line toward right center. And that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon. Xavier Edwards will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Xavier
down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. And the screwball got him swinging, one gone.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with a strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side. Tyrone Taylor will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Excellent work putting the finishing touches on this one. Picking up save number 30 now on the year. Nice job from him.
8-5 tonight. The Colorado Rockies capitalized on a huge 7th inning on the way to the win.
5 men on base. Now
Professor Johnson is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Professor Johnson.
Striding in for the Rockies, Anthony Volpe, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. 2 runs, 8 hits. No errors in the ball game for the Rockies thus far. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. And he'll stay alive here as this is chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Popped him up.
You go. I got it.
Here's Baez to make the catch, and that becomes out number 2. Here's Ryan McMahon now. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave him.
And a slider called strike 3 as he couldn't pull the trigger, and the side is retired. Michael Vaccaro is on.
Good job there to slam the door for the win, and they finished the month with a bang, just the way you want to.
This evening's game finishes 2-0.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Professor Johnson enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning.
Professor Johnson.
Coming to the plate now, Brandon Marsh. He singled his last time up. Fielded cleanly. 1 there. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning.
Play ball. Ball 4. Take your base. He's safe.
Well, baseball is a game of streaks and runs, so a 4-game skid happens to even the best of teams. The key is they didn't panic or press. They just came out here, played their game, and put the losing streak behind them, like professionals are supposed to do. Well done.
No errors. They left a
Professor Johnson is on out of the bullpen now as he gets to work in his 60th game of the season.
Professor Johnson.
Ready for another chance? Austin Allen. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Good pitch there. Had him a little out in front.
Allen.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And he struck him out.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, And here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Yeah, that pitch is the equalizer. Left on left slider, down.
And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
Stepping in now, Jeremy Pena. No balls and a strike to count. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Grounded back up the middle. And that is through into center field, a base hit.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Little hesitation right there by the batter. It was great execution by the pitcher down and away. But that looked like a late swing. Could have been sitting on something else.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Armenteros comes on now and puts it away for the second out of the inning. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. And he'll go after the first offering here, although this looked to be well below the knees. It's strike 1. Hit out towards second. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Angels strand a couple. No change in the score. It's 3-3. David Wright is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom.
Excellent work putting the finishing touches on this one. Picking up save number 30 now on the year. Nice job from him.
6-4 the outcome today. Los Angeles crossed the plate 3 times in the 8th, helping propel.
A player receives the check-in from one of his coaches.
Professor Johnson takes over pitching duties, looking to get that final out now here in this 7th inning.
Professor Johnson.
Striding into the box, Bryce Terang. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. He's set and the pitch. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball.
Man, the Mariners have been looking for that big hit pretty much all game long. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
Count remains at 0-2. Naylor at second. Bravo at first. 2 out in the inning. Swing and a miss. Got him with the screwball, and the side is retired. Mariners leave a couple. Score holds. It's 3-1. So striding in, Jason Dominguez. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Here comes the first pitch. Alex Kirilloff comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next two, the series is theirs.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. Washington wrote an important sixth inning.
A major league skipper acknowledges a young player who's been greatly exceeding expectations. An MLB franchise is wise to recognize the obvious. Young players are the future of the game.
And this has got to be a high point in the career of the fellow you see there as he's making his first ever All-Star Game appearance.
Johnson.
Sean Murphy is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the eighth.
Sean Murphy.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out. Trey Mancini will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning.
Number 16, Trey Mancini.
And that's by him. It's 0-1.
Hey, all right, here we go now.
And he falls behind 0-2. Eighth inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. And this is swung on and missed. Two are quickly retired to start inning number 8.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0-2.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the third time. So they breeze through this half of the inning. Francisco Vargas enters from the pen.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory and look on to the next one.
A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. The American League rode an important sixth inning to victory in this one.